All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Judicial Proceedings Committee. Today is Friday, March 28th, 2025. We are on voting list number 21, and we are going to start off with House Bill 388. 388.
Everything's going. I could try to help. House Bill 388 requires the MVA to assess 12 points against the driver's license of a person convicted of a violation of Section 21902H or I of the Transportation Article. That is the provision which prohibits essentially driving under the influence with 2 or 3 prior DUI convictions.
Senator James.
Point system for a second or third DUI.
So this results from a bit of an oversight. Technically, there are no points assessed for that offense. I think it was the state's attorney said it was kind of an oversight in the way these provisions were drafted because obviously there are points assessed for a DUI, but the General Assembly created this new offense of committing a DUI with prior DUI convictions and didn't actually provide for a points assessment for that offense.
So what is the point assessed for your first DUI?
It's between 8 and 12, depending on the specific offense that you commit.
And this would, you have to have a first offense, you would have 8 to 12 points, and then, is that mandatory? That
It's actually, I think H is 2 prior convictions and I is 3 prior convictions. So it's either your third or your fourth DUI conviction.
No, I meant for the first DUI, what is the points against you?
Depending on which specific provision you violate, it's either 8 or 12 points.
So what I'm trying to say is, so you will either get 8 or 12, and then for your second and third, you can get another 8 and another 12.
Well,
You know, if it was second, you get 8, third, you get 12. It's terrible.
So my understanding is from the state attorneys, the way this is being charged is you're being charged with H or I, just H or I, and therefore for that DUI, you're not actually getting assessed points because there is no specific.
No, I'm talking about if we do the bill, sorry, if I didn't make that clear. If we pass the bill, you'll either get 8 or 12. Is that correct?
If you're convicted under H or I, you will get 12 points.
Right. But I don't know, we're really going around in circles, so just listen. Right now, before this bill, you are convicted of a DUI. What are the points that you would get currently for your first DUI, if any?
So it does depend on which, because there's like driving while impaired and under the influence. It's either 8 or 12.
Right, so you'll get 8 or 12 today for your first offense, whether it's one of the two, you know, higher. Now, when we pass the bill, your second offense, you would get 8 or 12 again, depending on the offense of whether it's, you know, under the influence or intoxicated.
Correct.
And then for your third offense, I didn't even know you could drive with this many offenses. But anyway, if you had a third offense, you would again be facing either 8 or 12, depending on the level of your intoxication.
So my understanding is the problem that the bill is seeking to address is when the General Assembly created these new offenses of DUI with a prior conviction,
Right.
They didn't actually provide for a points assessment at all.
I definitely get that. I'm saying once the bill is passed.
Yeah, you'll get 12.
That just didn't seem that hard. All right, thanks. Thank you.
Okay, hold on one second. We have to reboot the system really quickly, but